Afternoon, YouTubers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Well, peace and blessings to each and every last one of you who's looking at the video. Much love. Shout out to all that is looking. So, peace and blessings. Much love to everybody. Hey, everybody. It looks like, us captive region modelers, our suggestions are now coming to fruition about equipment, for the Northeast. Sooner or later, the trend will extend to the Midwest if it hasn't already. I know Cato's already reached out with the Metro. So that's a plus. So, as commuter carriers, people who model the commuter trains, a lot of our demands are starting to come to fruition. Still more work to be done, but, we're day by day, we're coming right along. All right, what we have here is Atlas's brand new, tilt scale modern commuter trains. Okay, this locomotive is that of the New Jersey Transit ALP-45-DP locomotive. All right, so let's take a look inside. Okay, first, let's take a look at the box. Okay, the cars are sold separately. So that way you can make a full-fledged commuter train. So let's go ahead and crack this box open. When I first got the box from Train World in Brooklyn, I just got the box from, the locomotive from Brooklyn. And I looked at the box and I said, man, it's, this obviously got to be a serious engine right here. And Atlas is not playing. So what you're going to get in the box, you're going to get, the instructions for the template. Okay, the template to drill the holes for the grab irons. Also, you got a diagram, the exploding diagram, of course, and, the various parts of the engine. All right, where everything pretty much goes. I'm going to fill this out. This is your warranty. One thing about the warranty, I recommend people go ahead and fill it out, especially when you come to this, this catalyst of modeling, especially with Atlas products, a lot of, what I say prestigious models could be, I deem Atlas as a prestigious company, they got some very good equipment. Your paperwork for, instructions for the warranty. All right, now let's get to the meat of this deal right here. Okay, your foam cover. All right, let's just get this out. All right, the plastic covering. I was doing the initial drilling out for the grab irons. So now what you need is .80 drill bit to go ahead and start the holes, then step it up to something a little wider. I'm gonna go ahead and take the plastic sheathing off. Okay, you got several parts, your template for your drills, of course, your various grab irons, this, that, and the third. All right, just want to make sure we don't lose those. All right, now to the meat of the project. Yes, the locomotive. All right, 1 second. All right, at first glance, the locomotive is, right out of the plastic, right out of the box. The details on there is, it's insane, at first glance. The truck design, the way the trucks are shaped, the color scheme, the Bombardier label, the front, just right here also, we look to the future, probably an ALP-45 could suffice out of there. from Atlas. I see Atlas doing it. At first I thought Bachman was going to be the one to step up, but Bachman is going to be the one to do Amtrak's ACS 64. All right. Let's just take a quick look, at the detail. All right. Mind the foam and the foamy look, this is, my camera and whatever, so please excuse that. The details on this engine is insane. Okay. The pantograph does not work, does not active on this engine. One gripe I do have, because once again, I gotta keep it a buck. Okay, the interior for the cab, it's I feel they could have done a little better. I feel they could have done a little better, and so with the interior of the cab, I'm gonna do some more, definitely some extra details, just a tiny bit of light weathering. The pantograph, it's a single pantograph. A little history about this engine. All right, one thing about us, city folk, especially here in the New York region, we don't like to, once we get a seat, we want to stay in that seat. Sometimes the trip can be longer than expected. So, once we get a seat, sometimes we get a little comfortable. All right, rather than the annoyance of having to change trains. So this engine right here, the purpose is to offer a one seat deal, from, southern or western or northern New Jersey, down to, either Hoboken or definitely into Midtown Manhattan and Penn Station is why this locomotive has came to be. When we look at, engines like this, one would think, something long distance can suffice out of this. Okay, you got two Caterpillar engines in real life, two Caterpillar engines for diesel operation, engines in diesel mode, and one under catenary. It's sort of course, the pantograph gate, it does lift, and it does lift. It's non-operational, with the cab, with the pantograph gate. Kind of just gotta finagle it just a bit. There's a little toggle right there. There we go. So when it's under, wire, whatever, it sort of look like it's picking up wire. It's picking up current, under the wire. So this engine right here is a very versatile locomotive, and so I plan on getting another one, and so for my road, and so for LTA, trains. Once again, two diesels, with inside Caterpillar, and so I don't know, it's Caterpillar or Siemens, so somebody, I gotta really sit down and really do some more research on this engine. It's fairly new. The cars, I'm gonna get some cars and sort of along for it. And so, albeit I'll have some cars redecorated for my, upstate New York rail system of CDTA, which is an active agency. But if they had a commuter train, how it would look. But this right here, when we look at New Jersey Transit, it's pretty much the catalyst of technology. A lot of their equipment is pretty much unique. AMT also has this engine as well for the Mount Royal Tunnel up in Montreal. So you would see two horns rather than one cluster. It'll be two clusters. And so for AMT, like I said, the details is like phenomenal. And for those out there who's doing the Northeast Corridor, for those who's doing the Jersey Transit, this has got to be the best time, because not only have they released, just the ALP-45, but they also released the Bombardier coaches, the multi-level coaches that go to it. hopefully Walthers, they could step up and, redo the Comet V cars. And not that the old ones was that bad, but a retooled version is definitely, needs to suffice. And, there's still several pieces of New Jersey Transit equipment. So this is the best time for people who do model New Jersey Transit. So, we look on the side, the front, and so at the engineer side, the panels, so the warning panels on there is crisp and clear. The Bombardier labels, the gauges, everything. The trucks is really, what did it for me. So I mean, everything about it is right. The underbody, is also, Atlas is really stepping up. You know, between Rapido, is pretty much getting everybody to kind of step things up a bit, with the models, and how they do the models, so. But yeah, the rear end. Okay, you got the front headlights and the nose lights, and you got the ditch lights. So they do operate, and when going in reverse, the marker lights light up when the engine is in push mode. I will go ahead and operate some, give you a little test run. Right now, I got some places and things, places to go and things I got to do. So I'm gonna cut this video short. I got this engine, and so the engine, can be a DC model. You can get it as much as low as 150. Of course, for a DCC version, you can get it, up to like 240 or so. So with sound. I recommend anybody, who does model anywhere around the Penn Station or, New York region, upstate New York, or, definitely in New Jersey, go ahead and get these. It's like I said, this could be a very big holy grail for those who do and have models of New Jersey Transit. This is a big thing. And eventually for those who model Montreal, for somebody who models Canadian National or whatever, and so, it's great to have, the AMT engines, which will come out soon. Once again, it's a step above, a step forward for HO scale modeling, a step forward for captive region modelers. And like I said, I'm going to cut this video short. So, but definitely go ahead and get one. Go visit your local hobby shop. You're going to find discounts. All right. And stay tuned for my next page. All right. All right. Peace.